So one of the best pieces of advice I can give with motion design stuff is you want to think about how this would function in real life. So let's come up with a real life scenario. So I've got a circle here, and let's draw a ramp that it's going to go down. So I've got here, and then it's going to go down a ramp, and then it's going to slowly go out here to the, okay. So there we go. So I've got that shape. Here's my ramp. And here's my circle. I'm gonna bump my circle down. It's right on the edge there. Okay. And then let's change the ramp color. Let's get it something like that. Okay. Okay, so if we can imagine that this ball is going to roll and then down really far. Let's put a little something extra in there where we can follow what's happening. I'm going to draw another little shape here. And that is a second ellipse within the content here. So we see ellipse 1 and ellipse 2. And it doesn't have a fill right now. Well, wait, the fill isn't. Oh, it's still yellow. So let's make it a little bit darker so that we can follow it go down. And that circle, since it's the ellipse 2 is within the same content folder in shape, it'll just follow everything that's happening. Okay, so let's make it roll. Beginning of our animation here. So now it's going to go down this ramp really quick, right? Let's get it to the ramp edge. So then I would say, oh, and then we're also going to need to adjust the position. Okay, so there we go. So let's say within 5 frames, it's already off the edge, right? So we're gonna bring it here to this edge. And I don't know, maybe just a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Okay, maybe a little too quick. Okay, so now this part's gonna be super quick, right? So we're gonna, maybe just within 5 frames, we're gonna move it out here and then down to here. So right now, you're gonna see it's not obeying gravity, right? So we need to adjust this angle here. Is it? And then let's move it further down the path. There we go. So now I can get back to this this angle. And right now I'm just moving the anchor points in a path that I feel like is going to match where it's going to go. So we haven't added any rotation yet, but let's see what that looks like. So that feels pretty natural, right? Let's, so now here we want it to roll a bunch. So let's make it like 3 times. It's going to revolve. You see that where it's like Oh, and look, it's not even actually touching the ramp, but it feels like it is, right? It moves so quickly that we didn't even see that. But if you get in here in the frames, you see that it's not actually touching the ramp. So you can kind of like breeze over mistakes sometimes like that in After Effects because it moves so quickly. But I would think that, yeah, we need to. There we go. So then. Okay, so now by the time we get here, now let's wait until like way out here is where our ball is going to move, right? We haven't added any rotation. But let's have it only rotate like another 3 times in all that distance. There we go. So let's see what we did. Okay. It's rotating way too much. So let's go over here and say it only rotates like, so over here was 3 rotations, so it's only going to rotate once between these 2 points. Let's see. Okay, so it probably gets too slow here. Yeah. Maybe let's make it like 6. Yeah, we still kind of have a hitch right here where it slows down too much. So let's just move these anchor points, see what that does. Okay, that feels pretty natural. And then you can hopefully see all the different ways you can refine it. And then we can make it bounce off the ball. So it hits the wall right here. And then, you know, goes back to 5 rotations. And back a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. So then we can spread that out more. And we spread it out even more to the end. So now it's like a little bit more, and a little more negative rotation. Oh wait, it wouldn't negatively rotate, it would positively rotate then. Oh wait, no, it would go back to 5, let's say. And then what if we gave it like a little bit of a squeeze when it impacts right there by hitting scale, and then unlocking it and making it go in a little bit, and then the position would then be a little bit there. Okay. Okay. Shoot, I did that wrong. So let's go back. We have to introduce scale as like a thing that can be edited, that we don't want edited until right before. So here's our, none of the scale has changed, but right here, we're gonna squeeze this in a little bit, and then move it over. And then right after that, I'm gonna bring it back to 81. Okay, let's look at what that would look like. Okay, a little quick, so you might wanna spread that out a little bit. Or exaggerate it more. And I'm going to make this a lot closer. Okay, I think what I would need to do is hold the position Okay, so hopefully you see like where you could just continue refining these type of animations.